Hi everyone, welcome to another guitar lesson with Liberty Park Music. Today we'll be talking about pain, tension, and things to do with your posture as you're playing so you can reduce pain and tension. Another head hangs slowly, child is slowly taken. Our shoulders will tend to rise up as we play those difficult and fast passages, so you want to watch out for that. Just once in a while, check in on your shoulders, make sure they're still nice and relaxed and loose. Now, sometimes you might find that the instrument is too far away from you, so the tendency is to collapse your body down, get yourself closer to the instrument, but you want to avoid that. What you want to do instead is to bring the instrument towards you. What you can use to do that is a footstool, or what I use is one of these. It's just a regular foam roller. Just put it down on the ground, step on it, and it's slightly higher, and that's all you really need. It can be anything as long as it brings your foot up. The other thing that makes us tense up quite a bit is actually as you're practicing, mainly when you're practicing difficult passages, we tend to focus too much on what we're doing, and we're too critical on how it sounds. Now, when you're that focused and that critical on what you're doing, what happens is your mind starts to tense up, and when your mind tenses up, your body follows as well. Think about when you're in a dangerous situation, when you're very aware and very conscious about your surroundings, you will notice that your body tenses up in those situations as well. Now, another thing that happens once in a while is sometimes guitarists, they feel like they have back pain. If keeping your chest up and dropping your shoulders down doesn't help with the back pain, sometimes it might just be your posture. So let's get a side view and see what my back looks like when I'm playing. Okay, so for those of you experiencing back pain, this is what your back should look like. You should have it nice and straight, but you don't want to straighten your back too much. A lot of times when I tell my students to straighten their backs, what they do is they react this way. But that's not quite straightening your back, that's more like arching your back, What you want to think about is lengthening your spine like that. So a visual image I use is having like a line going through my body like that, and then just try to imagine what it would feel like if you're trying to raise that line upwards, and then more or less your back will be lengthened. When you have the instrument with you, you will want to lean forward, and that's fine. It's fine to lean forward as long as your back is still nice and lengthened like that. And next thing is when you want to look down at your fretboard as you're playing, try to keep your chest and your back still nice and lengthened, and just try to tilt your head just as much as is necessary. Just tilt it like that. Try to tilt from this joint up here. The first joint is right behind your ears, where your neck meets your skull. It's right here. So just try to tilt your head from this point first. And then if you need more, then you can go further down. And that's it for having the right posture for your back. Okay, so your standing posture is really quite similar to your sitting posture. Of course, the main things still apply. Keep your chest nice and raised, just slightly raised, not too much. You don't want to arch your back too much. And keep your shoulders nice and relaxed. You want to set your guitar in the right height, like I mentioned earlier. You don't want to have it too low, because your wrist, you have it too low, your wrist will bend too much. But if you have it too high, you might raise your shoulders. So just keep it at a nice and comfortable level. I find this around this area, which is more or less the same height I have my instrument when I'm sitting down. And for your back, you want to keep it the same way as when you're sitting down, just nice and lengthened You don't wanna hunch. So nice and lengthened, just like that. Alright, now so let's look at how to hold the guitar. The main thing you wanna just remember when you hold the guitar is that your left hand should not be involved in holding it up. It should all be more or less held down by your right hand, so you can just put your hands up and your guitar should stay in the same position. If it's moving around, just readjust, put it back on your knee, your thigh, readjust your right arm, try to clamp it down, and that's pretty much it. Again, remember, don't lift your shoulders up. So if you find that your right shoulder is going too high, try to see whether you can adjust it and bring it back down so that it's comfortable to play. Now let's look at one of the other common kind of pains you might experience, wrist pain. So another common point of pain that many guitarists develop is in their wrist, right here. And mainly it is caused by bending the wrist like that for an extended period of time. So as much as possible when you're playing your chords, you want to try to keep your wrist fairly straight. Of course, it's not possible for many of the bar chords and those chords where you have to stretch a bit, but as much as possible, try to keep your wrist nice and straight. Alright, so finger pain is another common pain that many guitarists experience. It can't really be helped for your left fingers because you're sliding around on the strings, and they're steel strings as well. Your right hand, if you play a lot of fingerstyle, it's the same. Your right fingers are gonna be hitting a lot of the steel strings, so you can't help that as much. What you can do is every note that you play, try to keep your fingers near the fret wire that's closer this way. For example, if I want to play the third string of the third fret, I'll play it right here, right at the fret wire. The fret wire are these metal things that go across like that. Placing your fingers there allows you to use less force to play, and you won't hurt your fingers, your fingertips or your finger joints as easily. Additionally, sometimes you'll find that no matter how close you put your fingers to the fret wires, it's still difficult to play. If that's the case, I would suggest thinking about checking your guitar's action, which is the distance between the frets and the strings. Sometimes your guitar just needs a setup to bring the strings closer to the fretboard. That's one thing a lot of people don't know, surprisingly enough. But definitely, if you bring your strings closer to the fretboard, it's going to make the instrument so much easier to play. Thanks for checking out this video lesson. Please leave a comment down below to let us know what you think. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe.